Spring Hill College students will have a new housing selection process for the upcoming year. Currently, the Residence Life Advisory Council is considering 4 potential options. However, they seem to be causing a little bit of controversy. So we came out to the Student Center to ask our students which ones they think would be most beneficial. Here's what they had to say.
We're leaning more towards the GPA base. So seniors with the high GPA go first, and then then juniors. Then that's actually the fairest way to determine it. And the one they have in place now isn't as fair, especially if you're a transfer student.
There has been some confusion even now with the current selection process. We spoke with Patricia Mose, a student who was selected for the Residence Life Advisory Council, and we asked her which of the options was causing the most controversy.
Students are really concerned about the GPA one. Some people think it's a great idea, some people think it's a terrible idea, like it's just not fair. Like with majors, for example, like someone who's in a certain major might have a much harder grading scale, like nursing, than someone else.
For one of the proposed ideas, it really hinders the nursing students because anything below a 76 in our nursing school is deemed a failure, whereas our C's would range from a 76 to an 83. So we are actually on a completely different grading scale than the rest of the student body and can really put nursing students behind, if not dramatically affect the potential for their housing process.
For a transfer student that was transferring in as a junior or senior, and they wouldn't have any shot even as a senior of living in the Fairway Apartments.
So we're looking at different options in restructuring housing, and really what the advisory committee wants to do is send out a survey with some different housing options to the student body to see what they would prefer.
Badger TV obtained an email dated to February of this year to Ricardo Pita, current SGA president, in which Residence Life Advisory Council requests that they notify them of any potential changes they would like to make. SGA has stepped in to take part of the selection process to voice the concerns of the students, but even then, there has been controversy as to what is the content that goes on the survey, as well as who gets to send out the survey to the students.
The reason why SGA is getting involved is just after reviewing the survey is extremely confusing. If the student got that survey today, they wouldn't know what they're reading. So primarily, we're stepping in to make sure that the survey is well written, to assess the necessity of a survey. And once the Senate decides if it's necessary or not, I have no doubts that they will make sure that that goes out to every student for their own private consideration. Our primary job is to fight for the students and defend their interests. And when we believe that their interests are not being served, it is our job to step in and make sure that they are. No single group should be harmed by a policy that applies to the whole school. We are here to make sure that everyone is looked after, including those who might be affected by this policy.
And while students continue to voice their concerns, Badger TV will continue to bring you the latest updates on the topic. For now, all we can do is wait on the survey from the Residence Life Advisory Council. Reporting from Skips Place, Juan Soto, BTV.